I'll start. Love, there is no problem. And what was that? Success in every way?
Success in every way.
Healing. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, we got two now. All right, good. All right, so this word is being spoken for each one here, each one listening, each one present, wherever they are. And if there is anyone or any place on this planet that you would like included, just think of that, the name of that place, the name of that person now, or you could say it out loud or post it in the comments and know that this word is also for them. Okay. So there is a universe. Something happened for this to be. And whatever that is that happened, let's call it God. Something created this and is still creating and maintaining this. And in looking at what is created, it is clear that this something is love. It's something that is infinitely intelligent, and it is something that is all powerful. All the power in this universe is its power. And so this something, call it love, intelligence, mind, power, is present everywhere and is creating everything and supporting and sustaining and maintaining everything, so that everything is always in a place, physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, in a place where that created something may thrive. And so each one here is in a perfect place, the perfect state, the perfect condition to thrive. And any belief that some condition is not possible to thrive in, any belief that there is something that was created by this loving presence that would not allow one to thrive and prosper and grow and enjoy this great and glorious life, is a lie right from the beginning, because this something that is creating is ensuring that everything that is created is in perfect harmony with everything else, and that everything is moving in harmony with everything else, and that everything is moving from good to greater good, so that the highest and the greatest good that is possible for this universe and everything in it to be is always possible. It is always right where each one is. And so the truth is, right where each one is all the power, all the love, all the intelligence, all that is required for each one to experience successful, happy, healthy living of this gift of life. There is nothing in the universe, and there is no motive in any creative thing that is intent on limiting anyone or hurting or harming anyone. And so any belief that something out there or someone out there or some particular condition out there is cause, is an overruler and has dominion and can somehow hurt, harm, or limit one's experience of life, it is a lie right from the beginning, because with each one is all the love there is, all the power there is, and all the intelligence there is. And this something knows everything about each one right where they are, and it knows how each one may move from wherever they may be into a healthier, happier, more wonderful, free, and more successful experience of life. There is a way, there is a path. It exists right where each one is to anywhere else in this universe and to any other state of thinking. And this path begins right where each one is, and with step-by-step guidance, each one is receiving that guidance that moves each one from wherever anyone is into a happier, better experience of living. And so, right now, right where each one is, this loving presence has a divine pattern for being a human being in health and in wholeness. That pattern includes everything working in perfect right order and divine right action. This divine pattern knew and knows where to put the heart and the lungs and how they interact. It knows how to have all the circuits of the brain flow throughout all the body so that everything functions perfectly. The diagram, the pattern of each human body is conceived of by this intelligent, loving presence. And the pattern has not been altered. And so any belief that that divine pattern doesn't exist for oneself, or that somehow it's been affected or infected by something in this world, is all erased, evaporated, and vanished. The divine pattern is sacrosanct. It is inviolate. It is intact. And the full sum total of anyone's particular experience, thought processes, living, or anything cannot and has not affected that pattern. And so right now, this word recognizes that this divine pattern exists right here and right now. And it is now authorized to reveal itself in each one, so that each one is experiencing more of this perfect pattern than ever before. And that results in an experience of more vitality, good health, perfect functioning, all the systems and the organs all working perfectly, that there is more than enough provided, whatever nutrients or vitamins or minerals or chemicals that are needed, it is all provided by the idea in the mind of God's pattern itself. And so this pattern exists regardless of what anyone has done with one's body. This pattern still exists, and it is now recognized by this word, this spiritual realization of this truth, and that is now manifesting as each one experiencing greater health than ever before. And if there is anything that anyone needs to do, each one is impelled, compelled, and propelled to do it. Each one is absolutely urged and motivated to cooperate with experiencing this greater health and vitality that is present within them. And so whatever needs to be known about one's behavior and choices and thinking is known. Whatever needs to be released about habits or I can't do it kind of thinking, it's all erased. And each one is absolutely encouraged and supported to be in agreement with this glorious health, to be in agreement physically, behaviorally, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And so greater health is the result, and it is the only possible result of this knowing. This health that each one is experiencing, that is present in each one's body, is also true everywhere and about everything. And all the systems and the processes of the human race, all of the technology and all of the systems, whether it be economic or governmental or administrative or technological, all the financial, all of this construct that seemingly was created by human beings is realized now that it could only be created by God. And God knows a perfect pattern for absolutely everything that is created. And so this perfect pattern of perfect government functioning and political functioning, economic functioning, banking functioning, industrial business functioning, restaurant functioning, worldly functioning, it is all conceived of by this infinite mind that has a perfect pattern of perfect functioning, of everything operating in perfect right order and divine right action. There is no trouble built into the divine pattern. The divine pattern conceived of by this infinite intelligence has no bugs in it, has no whoops in it. It is all perfect right order, divine right action, seamlessly expressing, seamlessly operating, and just like everything else, there is a way for each one to experience this seamless, perfect functioning of all that is created by the divine, even if it used human hands in that manifestation of it. And so each one is now, because he or she is in harmony and in agreement with this divine loving presence and cooperating with moving from good to greater good, each one is supported in every way with everything working perfectly, easily, seamlessly. All human race belief that things wear out and break down, and that's the way it is all a lie. And it is erased from the belief of anyone here. The divine loving presence is eternal and forever creating. And the divine never breaks down, wears out, never needs to be replaced. The divine is always a fresh new expression of itself, and it is expressing itself in fresh newness right where each one is. And each one is fully supported in this. And so everything in God works perfectly. And everything in each one's world is working perfectly. Each one's life is working beautifully, healthfully, happily, easily, effortlessly. And each one is fully supported in it with all of the finances, the resources, the money, the opportunities, the people, the ideas, all that is required to thrive and prosper and enjoy this life in a great and more wonderful way is present with each one. Each one is living this gift of life successfully, happily, peacefully, joyously. And in every heart that is listening right now, that desire to express greater good, there is a way. And each one receives that guidance for that way. And each one receives the divine motivation to cooperate and to go that way. I am grateful that this is the truth. I release this word to the law, the omnipotent, all-knowing law. It agrees, it says yes, and it knows how to do it, and it does it, and it's done. And so it is.
So it is.